February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. First down gets him a couple up to the 27. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. We'll call that a punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Brady going to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Brady. That is caught by Anderson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Prescott on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out in the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott from the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Green to bring it back. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Brady now on first down. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Brady now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. 1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 26, check 26.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down at 4. They run the counter. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Second and goal at the 4-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Mike 2, Mike 2. Stay home, stay home. Stay home, stay home. Choose the mic. All day, baby, all day.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On first and 10, Prescott. It's brought in by Harris. No gain on the screen there at second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Get lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Landry now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Green to bring it back. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Brady's thrown to the hands of Sample. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second and 7, Brady. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Prescott now. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A first down throw for Prescott. That's swung out wide to Harris. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott now from the 50. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Derek Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
They can't stop us.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and
8 yards to go on second down. Prescott. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Dak. Pass complete to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now Dak. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
set at the line for this next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Brady going to look to throw. He's got Anderson right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So this one's over. It's